If you want to save time and automate repetitive work across your favorite apps, Zapier is one of the easiest tools to learn. In this video, I'll show you how to use Zapier for task automation across apps in a simple step-by-step way. Even if you're a complete beginner, by the end, you'll know how to build a basic workflow, connect two apps, test it, and publish it so your automation runs for you in the background. If this tutorial helps you, please hit the like button and subscribe for more easy software guides. Let's jump in. First, go to Zapier in your browser and sign in to your account. Once you land on the dashboard, look for the Create option. This is where you begin building a new automation. Click on Create and then choose Zap Workflows. A Zap is Zapier's name for an automation that connects one app to another and completes a task automatically. Now you'll start with the trigger. The trigger is the event that starts the automation. Click on Trigger and then search for the app you want to use as the starting point. For example, you can search for Google Sheets. This is useful if you want a new row in a spreadsheet to start a process. After selecting the app, choose the trigger event that fits your goal. Zapier gives you different event options depending on the app, so select the one that matches the action you want to detect. Next, log into the account for that trigger app. This step connects Zapier to the service so it can access the data it needs. Once you sign in, Zapier can monitor that app and watch for the trigger event you selected. After that, move on to the next part of the workflow. Click on Action. The action is what happens after the trigger fires. This is the task Zapier will perform automatically for you. Search for another app you want to connect, such as MailChimp, Slack, Gmail, or any other app supported by Zapier. For this example, we'll use MailChimp. Select the app, then choose an event from the list. The action event tells Zapier exactly what to do, like add a subscriber, send a message, create a record, or update data. After choosing the action event, log into that account as well. This connects your second app to Zapier so the automation can run from one platform to another. Once both apps are connected, you can continue to the setup step. Zapier may ask you to map fields or confirm details depending on the workflow you build, so take a moment to review everything carefully. When your trigger and action are set, click Build It in the top area. This is where Zapier assembles your workflow and prepares it for testing. Testing is important because it helps you make sure the trigger and action are working properly before you turn the automation on. Click Test Run and let Zapier check the workflow. If everything looks good, you'll see that the automation is ready to go. Finally, click Publish. That makes your Zap live, so it can start working automatically across your apps. From this point on, Zapier will handle the repetitive task for you without needing manual work every time. That means less copying, less switching between apps, and a much smoother workflow. And that's it. You've now learned how to use Zapier for task automation across apps by creating a workflow, choosing a trigger, setting an action, testing it, and publishing it. Once you understand this basic process, you can build much more powerful automations for email, spreadsheets, CRM tools, messaging apps, and more. If this video helped you, make sure to like the video and subscribe for more step-by-step tutorials just like this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.